When you consider TINAMARIA MARONGIU's compositions, boxed in plexiglass transparent walls, you feel the artist invites you to watch beyond the usual window of art, as to encourage you to draw from a universe of forms, which spring, artistically speaking, from the reality surrounding us. From the common, cast-off universe of things, from the remains of worn-out matter, from a lump of dust and uselessness, from scattered objects with a toxic corrosive function, or even from elements which have the function of stirring or treating, for example, pharmaceutical pills, with their rounded shapes of hardened, many-colored paste. Matter combined with color and assembled objects glued to an image surface make up the tools which, despite being precarious and destitute, do not shun arrangement, to become the nucleus of form. Although hidden, forms sooner or later settle and lean to composition. Usually when an artist sees a plain syntax, when shapelessness is pursued, a composition result, despite being denied, is to be expected. TINAMARIA's finished work bears the marks of an event, of an itinerary of gathering and handling, of choosing and arranging to chase an accidental event. Every element is sealed in a bubble of provisional, warped precariousness, finished yet not exhausted. Man has an all-embracing relation with life. Hence the definition the artist gave of her transparent cases, box as, static representations of being in constant becoming. The work, as it were, is a factual event, and in it every mixture of colour and matter, every projection of forms and objects shows through, coagulates in a composition. It has been found, or has surfaced, as the result of a game of fancy, as well as from intimate drives the artist pursues and captures. By means of a strong formal abstraction, TINAMARIA solicits fantasies and drives, and delivers them in a changeable and accumulating composition perspective. Much of her way of producing through abstraction, yet giving the concreteness of an image, matches the visual sense of natural landscape, vast and all-embracing. Nature, as it were, works as a tissue of vision, of perceptual correspondence and prehensile grip to the things it collects and arranges. Although abstraction transfigures them, her works are the result of what the artist sees and goes through. The photographic clicks, the vision sequences over landscapes and horizons, on marinas and territories, the artist offers together with her works in plexiglass cases, gives us the plot and the imaginative perspective of her composition method. Obviously, the things we see around us, together with light and space, assume diverse forms and relations through the mind's eye, through the handling of materials and colours. The incidents of life, like natural things, are a lavish gift in their overlapping and tangling with imagination patterns, and with one's own stylistic habits. The startling discovery of the forms of art is the primary energy which encompasses and roots us in the world. Coherently with the assignment of her works to the becoming of things, TINAMARIA does not give them a title, nor does she give them a context of sense, a caption, or an appellation. Because of their being imagination events, sealed in their box as, they always belong to a past moment, which would occur again and again. They are identified by a progressive number, starting from 1,000, maybe hinting at finished, filed events. However, the missing title does not impeach communication. The works acquire and convey an image impression, exploiting sometimes the game of bright materials, or irony, or a melancholy sense of degradation and decay of the social world. When you see them in their context of suggestions and references, symbols and metaphors, TINAMARIA's works seem to tell us that her works, like the things of life, do not need a title to be identified and understood. It has been a long time since artists started using abstract forms, dismissed materials and objects, aiming at mirroring states of mind besides social realities. But in her expressive spectrum, TINAMARIA merges plastic forms and photography with music and her singing voice, even with the lyrics of her own songs. It would not be difficult to perceive in these expressive modalities and skills something which tangles and ripens in her heart, something melancholy and transfiguring which imbues her life and art. Truly, a rhythm, not only musical, is ingrained in a composition key and produces an imaginative style. The more it contaminates with the reality of life, the more it is enriched with creative opportunities.
Caro Caronte, quanto costa l'Eterno? Per un passaggio in paradiso all'inferno. Caro Caronte, quanto costa l'Eterno? Per un passaggio in paradiso all'inferno. Da un angolo del mondo si ode un canto, sono milioni di voci che soffocano il pianto, echi di tamburi si accompagnano alle ansie, è tempo di salvare, accorciamo le distanze.